Lions TV, this is the Den Daily, bringing you all the latest gossip, views and transfer news from in and around the Den. Before I get into this video, I'm going to let you know that tonight from 7 PM we are live streaming right through to the close of business at 11 PM. Hopefully we'll sign some players, we can discuss that. We're also going to look back at the very good win against West Brom on Saturday, and we're going to look ahead to tomorrow night's game at the Den against Preston. As well as that, a few of the boys will be coming on here and there to give their thoughts on, hopefully, transfers in. But this video is about another player leaving the club, and it's a really, really sad one for me. Richard Cowley has just broke the news at London News Online that Ben Thompson's contract is going to be terminated by mutual consent. It's best for both parties that he wants to play football. And there it is. There's the news from Big Rich at London News Online. I just feel he deserves better, Thompson. And I know some of you are probably shouting at the screen saying, he's shit, we can't take in consideration he's a Millwall fan. I get it, I get all that, and I'll get through everything that I want to say. It's just broken as well. I've already filmed this video once, and I've had to reshoot it because it now appears Neil Harris has become the Gillingham manager this morning, and Ben Thompson is going to be joining Gillingham on a free transfer. What a signing, Gills fans, that's going to be for you, because you're at the wrong end of the League One and he's more than capable in that division. Ben Thompson come through the youth academy at Millwall, and as we've already discussed, he is a Millwall fan, local in the area. I know you shouldn't take that into consideration, but I just feel that gives players a little extra edge to know what the club's about. Look at Danny Mack, look at Billy Mitchell. So for me, I don't know if he'll ever get to the level that he's got to with us with another club, but I really, really hope he does. He was given his debut under Neil Harris, I think in the season we went down, when Neil Harris took over late doors from Ian Holloway on a temporary basis. Neil Harris was then appointed permanent manager, and in that next season we saw Thompson really come into the fold, really become ingrained in that first team business, and he became, a pivotal part for us, driving us towards the playoffs in that year. Of course, we lost out to Barnsley in the final game in which he played. And then the following season, again, he was an integral part of the team that won promotion under Neil Harris in the playoff final against Bradford. The next season, obviously, we went up and we tried to throw a bit of money at it. And we had a good season. He didn't play as much. Of course, we signed Ryan Leonard, club record fee. We signed George Saville. We signed Ryan Tunnicliffe. And, of course, we already had Sean Williams at the club. So he started to fall down the pecking order a little bit. And Neil Harris eventually said, I want to get him out on loan. He's got a future at the club. He's still young, but for the here and now, I need him playing games in case we have to call upon him. And he sent him out on loan to Portsmouth. It turned out to be a masterstroke because he went to Portsmouth and, a league below. They absolutely loved him at Portsmouth. I saw nothing but brilliant things. Please let us keep him. We've got to do everything we can to sign Ben Thompson. It's actually developed today that Danny Cowley now doesn't want to sign him, and that's probably due to the fact he's now got his midfielders, hasn't he? And a couple of ex-Millwall ones in there that have already been mentioned in the video, Sean Williams and Ryan Tunnicliffe. So yeah, as I said, we have a good first season back in the division under Neil Harris, finishing 7th. But the following season, we started to struggle a bit and we were slipping dangerously towards the relegation zone. There's a few injury suspensions. I can't really remember who and when. But for whatever reason, Ben Thompson was called back from Portsmouth and came back into the side, and he played a massive part in the stand-up. Scored some really important goals. 2 away, of course, which stick out in my mind in the orange kit away at Birmingham. He scored a good goal away at Leeds. He was involved in everything good going forward for us. I think he scored something like 4 goals in 7 games and 2 assists. Something like that. And for me, at the time, I was calling him the saviour. And he definitely was an integral part in our team. And for me, that proved his worth at this level. Of course, Neil Harris then leaves. Gary Rowett comes in. And he scores the first goal of the Rowett Revolution as well. The Rowett Revolution. Remember we used to fucking call it that? No chance. First goal in a 2-0 win against Stoke. But after that, he just slipped out the pecking order. Look, and I totally get that. I haven't got a problem with Gary Rowett for that. If you don't rate a player, you don't rate a player. But he just seems to have been here for so long now that it's just dwindled out into nothingness. And he's going to go out the back door with no goodbye. That can happen in football. It's a fucking harsh business. I get that. But I just feel we deserve better in them terms. I also feel he's better than George Evans by a mile. And, the way that fucking George Saville's been playing, he's no worse. Of course, Thompson, as I said, came back from Pompey more as a 10. But Gary Rowett likes to play 2 holding midfielders in front of a back 5. And I get that Thompson, isn't really that player. His distribution isn't fantastic. I know he's not the most talented player in the world, but I can tell you this, as I've done so many times before, he gets involved in football matches. He's out there. Yeah, okay, he passed one off to someone in the East Lower that's not even on the pitch, maybe a steward. He will fall over a lot and he'll go home and his kit will be filthy. But he affects football matches. He gets forward, he gets his foot in. He tries to get beyond. If he fucks up, he continues to take the responsibility. He doesn't shirk away from it. And he sort of snuck back into the fold slightly. I remember a point when he come off the bench at Middlesbrough away when we was 3-0 down and that influenced that game and scored a goal. Huddersfield away, he played 90 minutes there. He was fantastic. We got a win away that day. Scott Malone scored the goal during lockdown. But then again, he's just sort of dwindled out. I just feel that he should have been shown more respect in terms of just letting go. Just letting go, you know, loan him out or say, I don't want you, let's sell you for a pittance. Or even terminate his contract back then. Surely Pompey wanted him then still. Surely someone would have had him. And he can get, you know, the goodbye that he definitely deserves. It is a really, really sad day for me personally. I'm gutted about it. I hate change. Gutted when Williams left, Gregory Morrison. And he's, although still relatively young, I think at 26 years old, he is the last of the old guard, if you like, to leave from that squad in the good times under Neil Harris, I'm going to say. Although I didn't stop slagging Neil Harris off, but there you go. That's life. That's football. I was wondering if Thompson thought, you know what, I'm going to try and outstay the manager here. That's why he didn't leave. Maybe it was Thompson's decision. He's under pressure. If he goes, I might get a chance under the new manager because obviously he wants to play for the club, being a Mill fan. But it's not to be. It's a very, very sad day, and I'm really sad to say that Ben Thompson will be leaving the club, contract terminated by mutual consent, and he'll be joining Neil Harris for a reboot at League One at Gillingham. So that's your lot for the Den Daily so far. Hopefully we'll be back. As you can see, Sky Sports is right there, and I'm laying right there doing not a lot else other than editing videos and ready to go for you. And as I said, we will be 7 PM tonight live streaming on our YouTube channel. Please tune into that. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.